Are you ready?
We are live.
A turkey day party. Yeah.
And hopefully
My boys.
technical difficulty free.
I hear you. You hear me? Yeah, nice try. And we hear me. That's good too. So we're awesome. Let's do it.
All right. Thanksgiving Day. And
what you thankful for, Daly? Huh? You got
there's a lot to be thankful for. Thankful that we're healthy. Thankful that thankful for this little Yahoo running around here bugging me. Thankful for the Yahoo in the back. My cat's sleeping.
For now, we got an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure. Aretha was just bugging me, and now I don't know where she's gotten off to. But
Come
she
on,
might
man. Give her the look.
Oh,
She'll listen to you. All you gotta do.
Well, I scared up Jake.
Oh my gosh! Look who's in our talk. Look who's in the chat.
Hey, boy.
Gosh. Hello, my man Tavis. High five. Thanks for showing up. One of the things I'm thankful for today is all my good friends in the VC, like Tavis, the intelligent, talented friend of mine. Subscribe to Vinyl Talk with Tavis. You got to. It's all good there.
Oh yeah, great channel. I've learned so much. In fact, I don't think it's close enough for me to reach. But yeah, I've been he's been talking a lot this year about the Clark sisters.
Yep.
And so I got their latest CD, and I also on my Vudu account I got the Lifetime movie and watched it, and what a good movie. And it only costs like $4. So if you like it was an interesting story about how the sisters grew up and
I don't even know that's a great one to take a look at.
Yeah,
vinyl discovery and knowledge, and it's not just the music that you get to learn. You get to learn about the people and the artists. So definitely worth looking into.
Yeah, so that's why I like going over to his channel, is because he shows a lot of good gospel music.
Hey, she's here.
Academy Arts, is that must be Mandy.
I was gonna say it's one of the two, probably.
Oh, let's see here. Let's make an appearance, Jake. You don't get on here very often.
We see Rita, but not the Jakester.
Yeah, but now, buddy, I need you to stay off that modem. Your big butt on that modem's going to make it overheat.
But that's warm. Love you too, Vinyl Talk with Tavis, Mr. Tavis.
Tavis, glad you stopped in, man.
Get yourself ready for your Thanksgiving. I'm sure you're doing something. Stay safe. Be good, buddy. Take care.
So, what were we talking about?
Things we were thankful for. Let me bring up. We were talking beforehand. I wanted to share your story. I've had these shoes for over a year now. They're New Balance. Of course, New Balance is based here in Maine. They're a local company. So if you ever buy anything New Balance, you're helping my local economy. And for that, I appreciate it. I got these shoes, as you can see, in the Honolulu blue, silver, and white. Are they Detroit Lions shoes? Not necessarily, but I got them, and I've worn them all the time. One of the few times I went out to a sporting event was last year, or a little farther. I got my whole crew at work bought tickets to watch the Boston Red Sox play at Fenway Park and pay for all expense trip. Everybody could go. I don't go places. I don't like to go places, but I did for this one thing. I was terrified most of the time. My social anxiety totally kicked in. But then all of a sudden we're watching the game. We're way up high because we got that special skybox thing where like the ritzy people have. I felt so special. I never could afford anything like this on my own, and I never would do it on my own. So they're doing, all of a sudden they have on the screens, dance contest. And everybody starts, laughing and hooting, and then the camera goes around and goes on people. And the camera starts swinging over to me, and my buddy over there, Brian, nudges me. He's like, hey, dance. I got caught off guard. I was shocked. So all of a sudden I started doing the robot, and I started just doing that stuff. I'm like, wait a sec. Am I on camera? Too late. And for some reason I did the robot and the dancing, and I even twerked. I did everything. I did it so badly, it was loved. And then when they did the voting, everybody cheered when it panned back over to me. I'm like, what? I wanted this fat, ugly, hairy guy who doesn't like social situations just won a dancing contest? I did on national camera. And not 15 minutes later, a guy walks up behind me with a gift card for New Balance saying, hey, it was sponsored by New Balance. You got one yourself a brand new pair of shoes. Go to their website and order them. And that's where I got those shoes.
Those are your dancing shoes.
My dancing shoes. So I'm super thankful of my friends that sometimes push me above my boundaries and my limits. I do have a very low threshold for new things. And I'm thankful mainly for all the friends I have at work and in the VC. That's my biggest thing I'm thankful for. Everything else in 2020, dumpster fire.
Another thing I'm thankful for, my co-host.
Mandy, yes.
Yes, exactly. You didn't think I was talking about you, did you?
No, I never. Self-esteem down here, buddy. I didn't assume that at all.
Welcome, Canucks fan. I guess I could start working these comments here. And we got Beth. All right. And yes.
It, Mandy, because she said "ah," so there we
go.
I'm thankful for Mandy too, because we are all different, and when there's people in the world that like things that are different than you, it sometimes can reopen your eyes. Maybe I need to go watch Due Date again with an open pair of eyes. Maybe I won't think it's such a dumpster fire garbage movie anymore. If it wasn't for her. Now, may I watch it again and still think it is? Probably. But I will rewatch it with open, fresh eyes, thanks to good friends like Mandy.
You know what I'm also thankful for? Light.
Did you forget to do the front light again?
Yeah. Though I tell you what, I might be doing people a favor by keeping – I got a face for radio, so let's see.
Oh, Beth, yeah, you're going to love that live stream. Not only am I annoying throughout the whole thing, but the whole beginning is great to that live stream last night. That was fun stuff with the technical issues. So, yeah, if you haven't watched last night, anybody watching here, go back and watch the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles live stream last night. It was pretty good.
Ravens 8, welcome.
Welcome in, Ravens 8. Hey,
so Beth was just watching our dumpster fire of a live stream with all our technical issues, I guess.
Hey, Ravens number 8, I do want to apologize that you guys aren't going to get to play today. Your game's going to be Sunday, and that's kind of disappointing because you're going to get beat by the Steelers, sadly enough, but it's just going to have to hold off for a little bit. And
I'm rooting for the Ravens.
Oh, so am I. I want the Ravens to win. We talked about Perfect Town. It's a running thing. We need those Steelers to lose.
Even if it weren't about the perfect season, got to root for Lamar Jackson.
I like Jackson better than I like Roethlisberger. I have a lot of issues with Roethlisberger. Yeah. We could go through the whole allegations thing and paying people off, but he's old, and I've never been I respect him for his size, his ability, his toughness. I've seen him get knocked in the chops and just come back at it. I respect him as a quarterback. I'm just not a fan. So
no, I don't respect Roethlisberger at all.
I was trying to be PC and nice.
I'm not. I can't stand him. Haven't been able to stand him since that second young lady came out in Georgia.
Don't put up his comment, but I do agree with Ravens letting the latest comment.
Yeah, I do too.
He's confident that they're going to take on Pittsburgh and come out with a W.
Yeah.
You guys do it. Please. I'd love to see it tonight on national television, but that's not going to happen.
I'd be curious to know who on the Ravens has tested positive.
They said that most of the running backs are the ones that have been out. And because
really?
Enough running backs to actually play competitively, that's why the NFL bounced them. It was more about a competitive game that they didn't have enough talent to be competitive. Because as we know, there are people that get called with COVID and they still get the games. They said there was enough in one position to where it wouldn't be competitive.
Well, then it makes you wonder who's making the calls, because if you remember, there was a 49ers-Packers game a couple weeks ago, and the 49ers,
wasn't it?
wasn't it their entire offensive line was out?
Yeah, but, if
and they ended up.
Come on. Rodgers assistant. You know this.
And the 49ers ended up, getting their brains beat out. And so I don't know if you can legitimately bounce a game based on, to me, it would be whether it was immediately safe or not to play. Right. But I don't think you can bounce a game just because you think that maybe there's a competitive imbalance, because who's going to say that imbalance? Who gets to make that call? Oh, well, it would be unfair to play the game right now. Well, no, it just comes down to me, it would come down to just safety. And
because that's what happened with the Titans earlier. It wasn't really a competitive advantage. It's just it didn't seem like a safe thing to do. Right.
That they, of course, I don't know how they make those determinations anymore. You still see a lot of places. Well, Beth, we're glad that you came by, and I'm sorry we're talking so much foosball, but we are glad you came by, and we hope you have a great Thanksgiving.
We're sorry we're not as exciting as Steve Carell.
Oh, this is Mandy. I thought it was Beth there for a minute. My old eyes. Too early in the morning. I don't normally do these kind of early morning live streams. Yeah. So where was I? Oh yeah.
We were just talking about
See, you got her attention. You're talking about Steve Carell. That would keep her that would keep her around.
Sorry,
Steve Carell do any football movies?
The best Steve to come from the Daily Show is Steve Colbert. So no, Carell's second fiddle. How you like them apples, Mandy?
Oh wow, we're talking the trash this morning. She will.
I love that. She says, I'm back. You said Steve Carell. And then I said that. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I'm leaving Steve Carell. Oh, you said Steve Carell? And I talked trash. She's like, okay, goodbye. Love you, Mandy.
Everyone live streams anymore. There are 5 going on at once in my feed right now. Wow. I still make videos. I make regular videos. I do like live streaming though.
No editing needed. Low effort. Just throw it out there.
No, football is not boring. It is the most awesome game. She could probably do it.
Uh-oh.
She nearly hijacked it last night when my mic went out. She gave it the college.
If she has access to your StreamYard, then she can do that. I meant to say Steve Carell is a very underrated actor. Many people only remember him from The Office, but his great repertoire of wonderful movies and acting and hilariousness is just something unparalleled by any other actors. And hope that saves you, Dale. I'm trying, man. I really am trying.
Randall Weaver, glad to have you in, buddy.
Randy! What's up, buddy? Hey, between me and you, Randy, she is a troublemaker, and she is trying to cause a fight. And but I think I know what she's doing. They're never going to fight, and she knows they're not going to fight, and they're going to work out their differences. That's between me and Randall, again, talking about the Guilford comic strip that we share.
Now here's a DolfanDale channel first.
Did someone hit Steve Carell?
Oh, there we go. There she comes. Hey, Dale, weren't you working on something just in case of this particular situation came up?
What's that?
Isn't there something you were working on earlier? Did you finally get that finalized in case she were to show up on the stream? Remember?
I
Oh.
love how you're looking across the screen talking to him.
See, I'm looking over at him, and then I'm looking down at you now. See,
I'm gonna look up and talk to both of you.
it's like the Brady Bunch here.
Yeah. Yeah. If you remember, anybody who watched the live stream last night, wasn't there a little bit of a point of contention? Something about seeing people shirtless.
Are you gonna take your shirt off, Steve?
I did purposely for you. Look at that. I'm not wearing a shirt. It's even better. I came prepared. Just in case.
Okay.
Wow. But I was told, in no uncertain terms,
I remember this. I heard it. There.
I mentioned somebody wanted to see Jimmy Stewart shirtless.
No.
Huh?
I don't think that happened.
Oh,
You don't think that happened?
I mean, if you have a picture, I'll look at it.
A picture?
Let's see here.
Give Dale a
As a
second.
matter of fact,
Picture's worth 1,000 words. Video's definitive.
Let's do this.
Oh, uh-oh. What's this, Dale? Volume? No.
He couldn't work audio to save his life.
Oh, did you hear that?
No, we didn't. Because the audio again.
You're kidding.
No. But what I know is I can see the screen, and just in case, I can pull it up on mine, go to the exact same timestamp, and we know we'll hear ours because we tested it out earlier.
You all planned this?
Oh, well, no, it was just a coincidence, really. Where are you at? 1 hour? Where? Okay, where are you at?
You didn't hear that?
No, we didn't hear that.
Oh, what the?
We need another little corner of a
1:11:30. 1:11:30.
Let's see.
Okay, I can share mine, and I'm
okay.
I bet mine will work.
Let
That's
me.
Give it
here we go.
All right.
Oh, look at my teeth. Oh, my God.
I can't hear that.
Okay. So it never happened, but I mean, if it was to happen, I would watch. I would look.
What was that? I just heard her say something about, does Jimmy Stewart ever take his shirt off? And look at that smile on her face, like, oh man, I do want to see Jimmy without his shirt.
I mean, I do want to. I just didn't think that I said those words out loud. So be it.
Guilty. Guilty.
Okay. Well, you guys have fun. I don't want to steal your live stream. Have fun and happy Thanksgiving to both of you.
Hey, you gave us content, girl. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you got to say in payment, you got to see Steve without his shirt on.
A happy Thanksgiving indeed.
There's no value to that. It's priceless.
All right. Y'all have fun.
We are.
Have a great thanks. Hey, am I going to get some dinner later?
Well, I'm cooking at 5:30. You can have some dinner tomorrow. Can we bring you a plate tomorrow?
I'll take a dinner plate anytime I can get one.
I'll bring you a plate tomorrow.
Free food whenever.
All right.
All right.
That works for me.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh, man. So apparently our audio doesn't work when doing that.
You didn't hear mine at all either?
I didn't hear yours, but
No.
she clearly said, I want to see, does he ever take his shirt off? Google that.
Yep. I mean, I heard it on my screen, just like you heard yours. It just didn't come across the stream.
But we'll never win now.
Yeah. Hi, Jake.
Because she will never admit to it.
She did say kind of. She said, "Well, I don't remember saying that, but if I did, oh well." That's kind of a win, kind of a half win.
A sort of confession or concession, anyway. Yeah. I tell you what, Beth was talking about everybody live streaming. It is fun. I won't deny that. But I do like making my videos too. So, yeah, trying to find that happy balance. But yeah, you can't beat the immediate interaction that you get with the live stream. It's kind of hard.
No, it's fun to communicate back and forth. It's great to have videos where you have a one-way thing where you can get your creative energies out, tell a story, dictate a video, present something to somebody. But this is a lot more about the interaction back and forth, and it's a community thing. So to me, it's not even the same. They're different. A lot of people say that, that's why they go to Twitch and they don't do the live streaming on YouTube, is because they consider them to be so significantly opposite of each other that they want to keep the platforms different. But YouTube can stream. I don't see any problem with it. Do it,
Yeah. Yeah. So let's
talk about what we're thankful for. Shall we get on to maybe something now that we're almost a half hour into it, football related?
Well, we did talk a little bit about the Ravens Steelers getting canceled.
Right, because that's the big news.
Yeah, that is some pretty significant news. And so what have we got as far as games? We got the Lions and
Texans.
Yeah, Lions and Texans. And that's, of course, in Detroit because it's traditional that they get that home game.
Yeah, it's given. It's Turkey Day. It's our game.
Hey, you got as big of a layup team for Thanksgiving.
I don't know, man. Texans and Deshaun last week, man, passed for over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Who did they play?
Patriots.
Oh.
So, I mean, to me, well, hey, why don't we take a look at how they played last week, if you'd like, and we can see if they're going to be a worthy rival or not. I say they are. I think that the Texans are, and it's even better if the audio doesn't go through because that just keeps us safer, right? Right. All right. So let me go ahead and let's take a look at Deshaun Watson in action last week versus the New England. And what's the name of the team there, Dale? The
Patriots.
That's it. That's what we were looking for. All right. Let's take a look. All right. So here comes Deshaun. He's got the ball. Look at some time the offensive line held up. Look at that over-the-top grab. I bet that was Brandon Cooks, wasn't it? Turn around.
I'm not sure.
I bet it was. Because that's been his number one target, ex-Cheatriot Brandon Cooks, we know. But, I mean, look at that pinpoint pass. Over 2 defenders, over the shoulder. Yeah, Watson had it tougher earlier this year, but if you're watching him, he's getting it together. And the teams, look at all that time. Boom. Money. I don't know, man. They could play and here's the thing. Detroit's secondary and pass defense is one of the worst in the league. And if Deshaun can do that, they're going to whoop us. This is not going to be a cakewalk. Look at that. Another one, pinpoint over the shoulder. Ugh. I don't know, man. This is not making me feel confident about it, especially after last week's debacle. Boom. End zone. So, yeah. Still feeling it's a cakewalk? I don't know, man. I don't know. It depends on which Deshaun shows up in if the offensive line. Because I said this last week. The offensive line was horrible. It was a sieve for many weeks. But last week, either the Patriots defensive line decided to just put zero effort in, or they did something. But if that O-line can hold up like that, Lions are in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, and who did the Lions play last week?
No, what I'm talking about. We played the one, the only Carolina Panthers, if you remember. with the last-minute interjection of P.J. Walker, the AAF quarterback, in his first NFL start. And it was like 2 days before the game, they called him in to start for Teddy Bridgewater, and then he came in the house, cleaned us out, 20-0. We got goose-egged. Didn't even get a chance to get within 60 yards so Matt Prater can kick a field goal. That's how bad the Lions were. We couldn't even get on their side of the field with a rookie quarterback from the AAF, P.J. Walker.
Well, is Stafford able to play this week?
Most likely, yes. But, again, he's not 100%. In his hand and his arm, he's got some injuries. But, again, just like we've saw with a lot of these, and I don't call them elite, but let's say higher-tier quarterbacks, an injured higher-tier quarterback is usually better than the backup, and that's what we're going with the situation. Matt wants to play, and they're clearing him. So,
well, Stafford's kind of like Deadpool, right?
Ever since I watched that rookie year game with the Browns where he separated his shoulder and came in and still threw a touchdown to win the game, guy's capable of anything.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. So if anybody can bounce back, maybe the Texans shouldn't look past Stafford.
No. What I think is going to be good, though, this week is Swift was out, was not going to play, and now Swift is back in. He didn't play last week much. I think that our rookie running back, he's had a 100-yard rushing game already this year. He the week before, he had 100 yards total from scrimmage. I think that he's a great weapon. Also, Kenny Galladay is healthy and back. So now we've kind of got the teams together. A lot of our unhealthy players are in. Our people that were on COVID protocol are in. So that's the only chance I think we got is we just played so bad last week because there were so many missing parts and people injured that it might be a competitive game. But I don't see it from what I saw last week. Of course, Dale, they are playing at home, so there's that.
You're not going to let me have a moment's peace about that, are you?
I think my live stream froze. Sorry.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't, be honest with you, I've not looked at these two teams enough to really they're just not relevant. I just keep hoping the Texans stay bad enough to where we get like
I
a
was
top
wondering
5
where
pick.
you were going to be coming in with if the Lions could just beat the Texans.
Oh, I'm rooting for the Lions.
Please do.
No
Please do.
There's no doubt I'm rooting for the Lions today, and I'm hoping that Stafford bounces back and has a big game.
Good. Now that I got your pick, I'm going to tell you the secret, and I don't know if you're aware of this. Now, there have been hiccups here and there, but over the years, when the Lions are on national television on Turkey Day, they always play above their grade. Always. So there is a good chance of the Lions and it's inexplicable. Maybe it's pride. I don't know. But I've seen games around Turkey Day where they just balled. They were balling. And it could happen today. Don't be surprised if for some reason magic comes out and it's like 40-7 Lions. It could happen.
Right. Right. I'm hoping that's the Lions team that comes and not the Lions team that when my Finns rolled into Detroit with Joey Harrington at quarterback, Joey Harrington got to have his revenge on the Lions. He didn't do much for us, but he did beat the Lions.
And that's all that really matters is the W at the end of the day, right?
Oh yeah. And but yeah.
Harrington didn't do much for us, man. He didn't do much. He was touted. He was like the next great thing, and not so much.
Oh yeah. So we've traded a couple of
don't bring up Mitchell.
Wannabe, yeah, because that's exactly who I was thinking about.
I knew you were going there.
Mitchell your way back in the 90s, and he didn't quite turn out the way anybody hoped he would. in
The thing I
Detroit.
hated about Mitchell was the inconsistency. And that's why he lasted so long in our offense, because you have a couple games every year, you're like, this guy is Pro Bowl caliber talent. And then the rest of the weeks he was garbage, and you're like, but we saw what he could do. Why doesn't he do that more?
Right,
And
probably a lack of dedication. I mean, you can't just have talent in the NFL. Talent won't get you. It'll get you so far, but you also the great ones not only have the talent, but they have the work ethic to go along with it.
And I, again, encourage everyone who can to go to YouTube and Google Scott Mitchell, Biggest Loser, to see 350 pounds and being on the show and having to lose all that weight. Because as soon as he got out of football, homeboy gained over 150 pounds. Interesting to watch his transformation, that getting out of football really hit him hard.
Yeah. Well, we got to – you start talking about that, I immediately start thinking about UK's University of Kentucky's Jared Lorenzen.
Big boy, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. The
Giants, right? I think he did play for the Giants a little bit.
Played for the Giants. And who else? I thought he played for somebody else, And then, of course, unfortunately, passed away much too young. But, yeah, I still see Pat McAfee, the Colts punter, has a web show. Yeah. I still see Jared Lorenzen's figure on his desk.
That's cool.
About the hefty lefty. The hefty lefty, the Pillsbury
that's right.
He had a lot of nicknames like that. But, yeah, now we digress. But yeah, we were talking about Scott Mitchell and yeah, I mean he had his flashes of being really good. He did a lot better when Dan Marino went down with that Achilles. He stepped in and played well for us until he got injured.
Well, that's how he earned his job with the Lions. That short little window is the only reason we paid for him so much and picked him up is, well, look what he did. He was behind Marino. Look how good he is. And then we can be our starter. Yeah.
Yeah. My guess is he just wasn't dedicated enough.
I remember when he came in, the other reason was he did win the World League of Football championship with the Orlando Thunder. So when he won a championship in another football league that was NFL owned at the time, and then he did good for the Dolphins. We thought it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. But you talk about guys with talent, they've also got that work ethic. I keep thinking about Walter Payton. And anybody knows how talented he was. But I heard a story that I think it was Willie Gault, who played wide receiver for the Bears for a while. He was also an Olympic caliber track and field guy.
I was going to say hurdler and sprinter, if I remember right.
Yeah. So he was an Olympian. So he said he went out to work with Walter, and so they start out going through this obstacle course, and then Walter shoots up this hill, and of course Willie's going up there with them. They go up this terrible hill, come back down around, and come back through. And he said he was ready to stop, and he saw Walter going back through the obstacle course.
He wasn't done yet.
And he was like, what's up? and I think Walter told him, said, we do this 2 more times.
And there is something to be said about running backs versus wide receivers. Wide receivers are known for their speed and for their bursts, but the running backs are the guys that got to kind of have to do the tougher long haul and endurance. That's right. So I think that really encapsulates that really well.
Right, but I just, there are those athletes that not only had tremendous amount of talent, but they had a reputation for just simply outworking everybody. Like Jerry Rice, I think, was another one of those guys that just out hustled everyone.
Wasn't it a big shame that the Bears got to the Super Bowl and the running back they got the most press was the Fridge being in it running back? I wish he would have scored a touchdown in that game. Oh,
because he was such a great. I mean, he was, to me, Walter Payton was one of the best balanced talents that ever was on an NFL football field. I mean, he had good speed. He wasn't Barry Sanders, but he was shifty.
Yeah, but unlike Barry Sanders, he could block a little bit. He was good.
But he was big enough to be a good blocker, and that
helped Jim McMahon stay vertical. That's for sure.
That stiff arm of his that he'd throw, man, he was a punishing running back that would leave defenses. He'd take the attack to the defenses.
That's why I love Derrick Henry. He reminds me of Peyton, where he could, if the option's there, run away. But if not, he is not scared to lower and be like, well, I'll go through you then. And that was very Peyton-like.
Two of the other punishing running backs that come to my mind are Larry Zonka, who Zonka was just tough.
Yeah.
Zonka would just he had a great offensive line in front of him. Guys like Bob Kuechenberg and Larry Little just clearing a path. They would tell him, Bob Kuechenberg would tell him, you just run that ball up my back and I'll get you where you're going. And
Oilers running back, please. You're going to be telling me Oilers.
Earl Campbell was the other guy I was thinking of, because I'll never forget him breaking a run against the Rams, and Isaiah Robertson, the linebacker, made the mistake of getting in front of him, and Earl lowered his head and planted himself right in Isaiah Robertson's chest. And it was to watch a running back just run over a linebacker like that. He was a devastating runner. He didn't have the longest career, but when the years that he really was running hard, there wasn't anybody like Earl. The closest I've seen since Earl would be Jerome Bettis.
I will say, very short career, but that 1 year, and you're going to look at me like I'm crazy, but if you go back and look, that 1 year, Christian Okoye from the Chiefs had an almost 2,000-yard season, and he was tied with Barry for the NFL rushing. That 1 year, whatever magic it was, he was a big boy, and I watched him plow some people over. But
it
was just
Christian Okoye. They called him the Nigerian Nightmare for a reason.
Yeah,
he could definitely put a hurt on you.
God, we know some football here, don't we?
Huh?
We know some football a little bit, don't we, guys?
Know a little bit. I've been watching since '75. I don't know how great our analysis is, but I definitely know a little NFL history. I was watching a video last night. The YouTuber's name is, I think, Yo Boy Pizza. Yo Boy Pizza. Do you ever watch him?
Nope. I think I remember that one.
Big. I mean, he's got millions of subscribers. But they were doing a football card pack opening. He bought like $1,000 worth of football card packs. And so they were expensive cards, so it wasn't that as many as you might think. I mean, if I had spent $1,000 on cards, I would have had when I was young, it would have been like a big box. But all right, so they're doing this thing, and
I see his channel. Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks like he's a Steeler fan. Okay, we're good to go. All right.
Yeah, and so they're opening packs, and they get to this one kind of like almost holographic type subset card on Dan Marino, and they're kind of like, and I'm thinking, Dan Marino doesn't get a better reaction than that. And then I started thinking, well, this guy is what, 25?
Yeah. Then
So if he's 25, Marino would have played over half his career by the time he was born. You know, he would have been.
Again, there's some of these packs of cards that are like $1,000 each for a pack.
Oh, yeah. And they were real excited about getting Tua.
Of course.
Getting rookies on Tua, but they weren't reacting to the older players. And then I had to realize I'm so old. I not only remember all of Marino's career, but my favorite quarterback of all time is Bob Greasy. So
and his wonderful quarterback son Brian, who did so well in the NFL after he went to the University of Michigan and then tripped over his dog going down the stairs and pretty much ended his career. That was a fun career. I don't know if you remember that one.
Brian did not have the career that his dad had.
No.
His dad was special, though.
It wasn't like Manning Spawn or anything.
In fact, while we're talking about Bob Greasy, let's talk about one of my favorite Thanksgiving moments of all time.
Okay.
We'll take a look at a little bit of Bob. Bob,
Hey!
after Zonka and Kick went to the World Football League, we had Bob. And Bob, when he had to throw, he could. And people don't give him enough credit for it. I like that right there. You can see those glasses right there. That's
Did you mean USFL?
Huh?
Did you mean USFL, or was there another World League back then?
No, it was actually called the World Football League, WFL.
Okay. Oh, that's right, the WFL. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So let's take a little look at some of these highlights here.
Bob Greasy, the quarterback, wore glasses. Tribute.
Now he threw for.
Oh, look at him scrambling! Look at him scrambling!
Oh yeah, he had to do some of that early in his career.
Talk about extending a play.
Oh yeah, and he could scramble.
Oh yeah. Well, how did he get out of that with his head still intact? That was a decapitation we witnessed, but it missed.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Boop! Right on the money.
But he could. He threw some really nice passes.
Some of these
right now he's mainly running.
Look at that. Oh, lowered his head too. Look at that. That's when men were men. Yeah.
These I can tell from the uniforms that a lot of the clips we're looking at are early in his career right now.
Yeah. Said first 3 seasons he was 12-28. Yikes. But hey.
Oh yeah, but once that got going,
quarterbacks and bad teams, that happens. Look at that. Oh, does he squirt through? Oh, he made it.
He was also a kicker at Purdue.
Yeah, back then there was a lot of multi-utilitarian players. People.
So there were games when he scored all their points.
Kicking hand quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Don Shula, he was all right.
Yeah, now we're looking more at the Super Bowl seasons.
Yeah.
We'll see him start throw a little more. Man, he threw a pretty pass. I mean,
tight spiral. Look at that. Oh, he was wide open too, man.
Yeah, that's Paul Warfield.
Yes, he's a legend too. Hall of Fame too, isn't he?
Yep. Is this the pirouette?
Yes, it is.
I've seen a few Dolphin highlights in my day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Bam. Remember that game.
And this is still pre-glasses, though. He didn't get glasses until about 76 or 77.
Yeah. Man, there's those uniforms you guys wore last week.
Oh, yeah.
That was them that year.
Yeah, this was back then. A home best record didn't always guarantee you home field. They rotated, so that's why the perfect 72 Dolphins had to go to Pittsburgh to play the championship game.
They went undefeated, but they had to play on the road. Ain't right. It ain't right.
And then there we are finishing the deal.
Yeah, Dolphins are super
against the Redskins.
14-7. And that is why the Steelers need to lose on Sunday. Look at that.
Yeah.
¿Dónde está anteojos, señor Bob Greasy?
Let's see if we can skip up here a little bit. Now I can tell this is glasses era.
Yeah. Which is
legally blind in one eye. I think it was his left. I'm not sure. But this is Thanksgiving Day. He threw for 6 touchdown passes as the Dolphins carved up the Cardinals for Thanksgiving dinner.
That was their birds. They ate some Cardinals. My gosh. Do you think, I know it's baseball, but do you think that Major League got the idea of, you remember how the pitcher needed to have glasses? Maybe they got an idea of that from Greasy? You know, I don't know.
I don't know.
The glasses were in the Hall of Fame too. That's cool.
What's really cool is I went with some friends the year Joe Montana was inducted, and I got to see those glasses.
Oh, lucky boy!
At the Hall of Fame. So yeah, very cool.
You know, there's another game on today, but do we care about it?
Cowboys and the Washington football team.
Yeah. Redskins. Yeah, I mean, Dalton, he's starting again, and Dalton looked good last week. He gave the boys a win finally.
Yeah.
But Redskins are looking better. Alex is coming around. Is this going to be actually the surprise competitive game of the week that might actually not be some garbage? Because on initial sight, I'm like, garbage. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be really tough to call this game. Who's going to suck less?
Good news is most families eat between 3 and 6 on Thanksgiving Day, so most people will be casually watching this game. It's at 4:30, so maybe that's a good thing. Maybe the fun, awesome game that everybody needs to watch. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but it's still going to be hard to get into when you consider how little is riding on this game.
Yeah,
I mean it's going to be tough to care.
I mean, let's be honest. You're right. No matter who wins, is that going to be like, well, now they're getting to the playoffs? No, no. Neither of these teams are probably going to make it to the playoffs. Cowboys outside chance, but I don't. Unless they can get Dak back and Dak's at his prime. I mean, they're 3 and 7. That's a big hole to climb out of, man. Big hole. The Lions have a better record than the Cowboys. And look at the Lions.
We are going to do something a little unique here.
Ooh.
I'm always talking every week about the picks that I make and doing confidence points. And so we're going to fill out my little pick sheet.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah. All right, so
hey, they already got it updated to postpone for the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do about that one. Are they still wanting us to pick it? I mean, obviously. Well,
it's scheduled for Sunday, so it's just considered.
Yeah, they don't know when they're going to show it, so I guess they're going to leave it in there. You know what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to go ahead because I think
confidence on it. Yeah.
I think, I'm not going to put any confidence on it. I'm just going to put one on there. But, I'm going to pick Baltimore because I think this is a trap game for the Steelers. And especially with the Steelers whining about the postponement of the game, the Ravens may take that personally. I hope so. We're going to pick Detroit. Washington at Dallas.
Which Red Rider is going to show up? If it's Dalton from last week, I think they can do it easily.
Yeah, we're going to go with Dallas because I mean, it's almost a wash. And in fact, I'm only going to put 2 confidence points on that because, I just don't. I don't feel strongly one way or the other. So we got Las Vegas at Atlanta. I think the Raiders look good.
Yeah,
we're going to go with them. This could be a really good game.
That's a good game. Yeah.
Chargers at Buffalo Bills.
At Buffalo, this time of year, there is snow there.
You're not going to tell me you're going to pay any attention to home field advantage, are you?
What did I say? What did I say? Unless it has to deal with inclement weather and teams that regularly practice in it, there could be something there. I said that. And this is one of those situations. You got an LA team coming up to Coldville. I don't think it's the stadium. I don't think it's the team. I'm just talking ambient air temperature and snow. The Bills will get a competitive edge for that. That's legit. It's not fan stadium home thing.
Well, the Chargers haven't been as consistent. I mean, they played well, but
they've had some games where they look great, like last week.
Their win-loss has not been as consistent as the Bills. I'm picking the Bills.
I think Allen's going to have a heck of a day.
Yeah, now we got the Giants at Cincinnati.
Nobody cares. Is there a who cares button? But yeah, go for Cincinnati. I mean, Burrow for the rest of the year might have a career-ending injury. You know?
Oh, I just thought about that. Who is playing quarterback for Cincy?
Achilles Smith? I don't know. But I know that he tore his ACL, his MCL, and his PCL. I mean, he literally has like an Alex Smith type injury. It ended up being way worse than they thought after the game and they did the research. So my prayers go out to Burrows, man. I feel so bad for him. He was doing so good, such a young talent, and he really was on shoo-in for, MVP for the rookies. But, who is the Bengals starting QB?
I think.
Good call, Dale. It's not you. Oh, my gosh, it's going to be Finley. Ryan Finley.
No, it's going to be Brandon Allen.
Oh, well, look at that. Bengals planning to start QB Brandon Allen or Finley. Still, in general, with the running backs they have there and the team overall and the fact that the Giants are – God, no, because I've seen the Giants actually try. Unlike the Jets, I think the Giants don't have the talent, but they're putting effort into it. This might end up being a close, good game, guys.
You know what? I'm going with the Giants, and I'm only going to put 3 confidence points on it.
But Cincinnati's got the prettier outfits.
Cooler uniforms. We don't do pretty outfits, Mom.
Indianapolis versus Tennessee. That's another good game. That could turn out to be a fun one.
Yeah, but we got Tennessee. You know what? With me doing this right now, what are we going to do Saturday night? We'll go back over it.
We'll go into more detail. We're just doing picks here. We're just a casual glance over right now.
Yeah. Minnesota or Carolina at Minnesota. Vikings been playing pretty good.
Yeah, but so did Carolina. They beat the Lions 20-0. But again, that could just be a fluke in the Lions.
Yeah, Arizona.
Yeah.
At New England. I'm still sticking with Arizona.
Jets, Jets.
Miami at the New York Jets.
Are you guys going to put in your third stringers just to, as a take a bye week?
Not only did I pick the Dolphins, let's do.
What's your max?
16 confidence points.
There you go. You're not going to be the only person to do that in the Pick'em League. You know that, right? It's like it's a given when it's the Jets.
Probably.
They're working hard on the 16th season.
Cleveland at Jacksonville. We'll go Cleveland.
Yeah, Jake Luton came in that first game, looked okay, but the last couple of weeks he looks like garbage. Jacksonville will not probably win a game until somebody comes back. And they put
New Orleans at Denver. Let's Orleans. Taysom Hill played well.
Yeah, he did.
Did a lot better than I thought. So now we got the Rams at San Francisco. That's tough. You never know.
Oh, up there, that was the Chargers up top that you picked. Okay, I thought.
Right. With the 49ers, you never know who's going to show up. So,
Goff looked really good last week, and he's been getting better. So I'm ramming that one. I'm ramming that one. Is that appropriate? I don't know.
Probably not.
Okay.
Kansas City versus Tampa Bay.
I want to see this downfall of Brady be completed by Mahomes totally crushing the Buccaneers. Oh, I want to see it because Brady's looking so bad lately. Oh, that would be so good. I want to see Brady get benched for bad play.
Yeah. Chicago at Green Bay. That's
Green Bay.
And then Seattle and Philadelphia.
Seattle didn't play great last week, but they still won, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. So there you
go. We're gonna put 15 on that.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. Trying to look and see which ones really stick out to me as far as somebody whooping somebody.
Honestly, Vegas and Atlanta. I think the Raiders are much, much, much better team than the Falcons are right now. If there's anyone I'd put confidence points on, that might be it. And I know you're tentative but Atlanta has the talent. They do. They're just losing a lot. So
let's put some big confidence points on Green Bay.
Yeah.
You know what? Kansas City. They get some too. Wow. What about that Houston-Detroit game up there? That was another one we kind of fudged around with. Let's put 4 on
it. There's a lot of intangibles there, but again, you're good for that intangible edge, home field advantage and whatnot. So there should be a Turkey Day advantage then, and Detroit's got that.
Minnesota is playing better, but I don't know how confident I am in them to be consistent with it.
Go ahead, do it, because you're a softie and a pushover and way too nice a guy.
You know what? Even with Breeze out, I still like the Saints a lot.
You got a plan for Taysom, Now you got somebody who could do a wildcat and he could come out as a wide receiver, or they direct snap to the running back, or he could throw the ball, or he could run with it. I mean, he's so versatile, and that keeps teams on their toes. I think he's gonna have a great week.
I'm gonna put some confidence in your Browns.
Do it, Brownies.
Because Jacksonville's lost right now. They don't know what they're doing.
I don't think they're going to win another game until the magic mustache comes back and goes and plays his prime like he's in his prime. Until then, they're just going to wander around aimlessly collecting L's.
San Francisco has really struggled. Did I put that much on the Rams? You know what? We're gonna go with the Bills give them the 10.
You do realize that you got to give the Rams some credit. They did beat Tom Brady last week, and give them a confidence point just because you know what they deserve.
9.
All right.
Then so we got 3 games left. Oh, let's see here. Like the Raiders, pretty good. And then Tennessee. And
Kyler's doing good, man. Come on. He can do it.
Arizona gets 6. So now we come down here. We got to predict some scores. Seattle at Philadelphia.
28-10. I don't know. You're close, 31, yeah.
I think Seattle's going to whoop them.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of the same.
What I see with Chicago
scenario.
and Green Bay, though, is I see something different. I see that Green Bay is going to win, but they're going to have another one of those games where it's going to be close to like the fourth quarter, and then he'll open up and get like 2 or 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. But they're still going to win by a good margin. But I see a close game throughout, and because that's what Green Bay's been doing lately, So
yeah. So when it comes
That's
to the tiebreakers, who will score the most points this week? Sometimes that can vary. Sometimes, but usually I like to go with Kansas City.
I was going to say KC. Thinking ahead, great minds think alike.
And fewest points, well, that's a no-brainer. You just look in here for New York Jets and save those picks.
Jets. All right.
Now,
picks are in.
We might as well set my fantasy football lineup.
Do you need to make any changes, Dale?
See. Let's see how the DWO is looking. Aaron Rodgers, I think we'll let him start this week.
Oh, Hunt? Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see any glaring people out. So
I know Waller's good, but has he been performing the past few weeks? I mean, he started off hot and then he kind of got slow.
Well, 18 last week.
Oh yeah, that's
He's
good.
been kind of up and down here. You can see double digits. Y'all see some 5-point games, but overall, he's been real consistent. We're going to stick with him.
All right. I was going to try Kanye into Hawkinson, but I don't want to screw you out of points.
What's Hawkinson been doing? Well, wait a minute. If I can click on the right
icon
here. Oh, this is what I want.
Nothing much.
Yeah. Not too much. I think we'll let TJ sit on the bench there. Robbie Anderson at wide receiver. Ooh, his numbers have dipped a little bit.
Devontae, come on. Devontae's going to have a good game.
Who are we playing? The Jets?
You're playing the Jets, man.
Put Devontae in.
Why is Tua still questionable? That's weird.
Well, maybe. What do you mean?
There's a Q by him.
I don't know. Let's take a look at what this says. Tua struggled to the point of being benched by Ryan Fitzpatrick, but is still likely to be the starter for the Dolphins heading into a much more permissive matchup against the Jets' youthful secondary in Week 12.
So it's not an injury questionable. It's because he got benched last week. Okay, fine, whatever.
Well, Dolphins head coach Brian Flores said Tua got banged up a little bit last week, but should be able to play against the Jets.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fine.
He was limited at Wednesday's practice with a thumb injury. So I guess he is a little banged up. But, all right. So Tyler Boyd, he's been playing pretty good. Let's double check his numbers. Yeah, he got 13 last week.
I see what you did, Dale. I see what you did.
What's that?
I'm mad at the Broncos for last week, and that's why you put so many confidence points and said that Taysom Hill's going to have a good game this week. You want revenge on the Broncos. I caught you. I caught it. Okay. All right.
Well, Kareem Hunt's been playing like a beast.
Yeah, he's gotten some.
Yeah, he's definitely going to stay in.
Then we got. If you hit one of his good weeks, you're going to get some points, and it looks like he's up for his week this week. So,
Kenyon Drake not looking as good. He got 14 against Seattle, though.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what the matchup rating's only a 2. It says Drake has failed to surpass 60 yards in 4 of his last 6 games, but he could struggle in Week 12 when the Cardinals take on a Patriots defense that has not allowed more than 46 yards to a running back over their last 3 games.
That's exactly what I was going to point out, that what's going to happen is Murray is going to be the primary running for the Cardinals. It's not going to be him handing it off, because they have that's one of the things they got is a run-stopping defense. So I wouldn't put much effort into putting picks in or putting somebody in that's like any kind of Cardinals running back, no matter who it is.
Well, let's look at Nyheim Hines.
Look at that 2 weeks ago, though. Woo! 26.
Yeah.
Capable.
Yeah, let's see. But his pass catching ability out of the backfield should keep Hines involved. Oh, let's see. It's kind of tough. So what we can do right here, because I don't know what to do with David Johnson. David Johnson was playing well for me until he got hurt.
Yeah. Wow. That after that bye, it was dead zone. He dead after the bye.
And so what I was looking at was maybe moving Nyheim Hines up to the second running back slot. And then
do you think David's going to come around today? I mean, this week? I mean, this is his week. He can't stay down that long unless he's really still injured.
Okay, so what we're going to do to get this thing straightened up a little bit.
There you go.
We'll put and then we'll take Nyheim Hines, put him in for Kenyon Drake, get Drake out for the week.
Nah, Kenyon's still in there. You took Kareem out.
Yeah, okay, so let's fix that.
Oopsie.
So Kenyon Drake, as we look at him, is he expendable, or do I want to hang on to him? Well, you know what we can do is we can.
It's up to you, but like I said, I don't think the Cardinals are going to have much of a rushing game against the Patriots, and if it is rushing, it'll be Kyler Murray. So I wouldn't have confidence there. So
what we can do here is we can go. Just look. We can.
You're going to go out the line?
Show my team. Let's see how they stack up against the free agents out there. Did we do that?
Melvin is available.
Melvin Gordon. How's he doing? Well, he's doing okay.
Not great.
He's got some not great weeks in there, too.
He did really good last week versus what team was that? The Dolphins? Yeah. Burkhead. No, I think you're good with your running backs. Oh.
Well, Chase Edmonds seems to be coming around a little bit.
Again, Cardinals running backs. I'm not, but you get Cardinal running back for the other Cardinal running back. Pick one. But that's going to be their issue with fantasy points when you got a rotating running back slot. They're both could do good, but you're not going to get points. Yeah.
Right. So let's look at wide receiver slot. Is there any?
No, man.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I do see something that I can do. So let's go back to.
I got a hidden one, and I'm not homering or anything, but being honest, looking at last week in our loss, Marvin Jones still performed well and had a lot of yards. The week before, Marvin Jones had a couple of touchdowns. So, and he's available. So, if you really are thinking of a wide receiver with today's game, with the Turkey Day game, I think even though we might not, I think Marvin Jones is going to have a great game today. But that's my opinion. Homer.
Well, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get Chase Claypool off my bench.
Yeah, what are you doing? That's a money maker, man. He's
put him in at the
year
at the utility position. That gives me Tyler Boyd, Devontae Parker, and Chase Claypool.
There you go.
I got Kareem Hunt, and then Nyheim Hines is not great, but
best option you got so far.
Yeah, I think he's probably
he'll do all right. I think this is gonna be one of his better weeks.
Because let's face it, I'm 4-7. All I'm trying to do is mess people up.
Yeah, you're spoiler territory now.
Yeah, and so let's see, Randy Bullock. I think he was probably about the best. I already looked at the kicker situation. Well, let's look at this kicker situation. Add player.
I was gonna say Colts are playing the Titans, so I don't
Show my team.
Kicker.
And
Yeah,
where is my kicker? Oh, he's waiting. He's down here. We've got Suck up there. And that might be the guy to go with.
I think the Buccaneers are going to lose, but I do see that they're going to score some. I mean, they're going to score. Brady and everybody else, Antonio Brown and Gronkowski, they're going to score. And when they score, he's got a kick too. So, and they're going to move the ball downfield. So, yeah, I think the Suckup's actually a better pick than Bullock, especially because I don't see, well, let's be honest, Cincinnati's not going to be scoring much at all.
What about
it's a good one too.
What about Carlson here?
I see a lot of scoring there too. You got to think.
I want to go with Carlson. Huh?
Say with kickers, you just got to remember which teams move the ball decently. You not even score. You got to think, well, they'll at least get it over the halfway mark and give them a field goal opportunity. So, and I see the Raiders as ball movers. I see the Bucks as ball movers. So
I think we're going to go with the Raiders kicker.
Do it. That way you're not halfway supporting Tom Brady in some back doorway. That works.
And I'll have to put him in. Well,
I don't have much confidence in the Colts defense. They're playing the Titans. Tannehill's could tear it up. Derrick Henry could tear it up. What do you got on the wire for defenses, man?
Let's see here.
Or are you feeling confident on the Colts defense?
Well, no, I usually have been coming over here and checking it because defense has been an issue, but they're
it's the best available.
Yeah, they're better than anything out there.
All right.
So I guess that's about as good as I'm going to do.
Yep. Awesome.
So there we
got Turkey
my
Day game, and this is a great Turkey Day episode, man. This has been fun. We've done a lot of different things we've never done before. It's a little bonus thing, and maybe people will watch it, maybe they won't. But I had fun, and it was entertaining, and I thank you for this. This has been fun.
Oh, I got something else pulled up for you too.
Oh, all right. Well, let's do it.
Let's see here.
I thought we were all out of fun, but we got more fun to come. So,
hang on. Let's do it this way. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, this is my all-time favorite run ever by running back in NFL history.
Oh yeah, that whiff was on.
Up, nope, all the
way. And then he just uses his power at the end and just
this
and
move.
drag it.
This move
right out of his shoes. Boop. That spin. Barry.
I tell you what, I don't think I'll say this. I don't know if there was ever a running back as much fun to watch as Barry Sanders.
No, man, he was fun. And the thing is it's not that like other running backs where they're consistent all the time. He was like, Babe Ruth. He got a lot of home runs, but he also got a lot of strikeouts. And I've watched so many runs where he's got at least 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage and only made like a 1-yard gain. But boy, was that fun to watch. So much.
I mean, I've just never even seen a runner quite like him, the way he could turn on a dime.
I remember watching the interview with him, and he had said that he had practiced when he was down at home in Kansas, going down alleys and running through the alleys and juking and spinning around trash cans and dumpsters. And that's how he would, as a kid, just running down alleys practicing like that. I'm like, that's kind of a cool idea, Look at that. Look, bounced right off and boink. They used to call him Silicone Sanders because they used to think that he put. But
Look at those ankles of his.
Swivels, man. And a great man, devout Christian. I don't know if you heard the whole thing of his whole signing bonus when he came on in 1989 to the Lions. Every penny of those millions of dollars went to his home church in Kansas. Every penny of it. And every single time he won any rushing championships or bonuses, he bought watches and things for his offensive line. He was so humble, so giving and caring to others. And as you see, you never see him spiking the ball. What a humble, great man that is a great role model for kids, you know?
Oh, yeah. High character. Oh, here is no.
Boink! Oh, he's down. He's done. It's done. What? Squirt out the backside. I remember that one. That was Dallas. That was visional round.
He was a little Houdini.
Did you see Emmett with the swivel head? That's funny. Drip, drip. Oh, you guys, you know, it's gonna, you know, you do this, and then you swear you have them, and then you're like, where? There's air there.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, he was humble to a fault. You know that. Get the rushing title.
Come out of that crowd.
They all had him, I guess. 1, 2, 3. There's a fourth guy, then fifth guy ran by him. Yeah, 5 people with 1, 2. Let's just turn on the Jets. 3, 4, 5 people missed him. Slide. Did you see that sidestep there, right there? It's just like he jumped sideways so fast. Any good run against the Packers is a win.
And here we go.
There you go. That's 360, man. Oh. Here he goes again. Close up. Woo!
I feel for that poor guy trying to catch him like that.
Do you know what it was like in the locker room the next week when they were showing the clips and the rest of the team look at him like, Man.
Oh, blip, blip, out to the side. Now he's gone.
I just wish that he had like just 10% more straight line speed, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The biggest downfall is that he did quite a few, but there are so many times where he had great runs, but he got caught from behind a lot. And you'll see these that he never finished them because he was killer at 20 to 30 yards. But outside that, a lot of people caught up to him. But hey, you only need 20, 30 yards to get a first down, right? So
right. Man, what a great running back.
Legend. So you're saying that if Marino had Barry at running back, he would have definitely had a Super Bowl win.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine Marino with Sanders at running back?
Defenses are keying in on Barry, and look at all these wide receivers that are like open.
Oh, Eric came in a little while ago and said, "Hey, I don't know if he's still here, but
hey, Eric, awesome,
man." So yeah, I kind of miss having Barry play on Thanksgiving Day.
I miss him, period. But because we never really had a steady running back after that, that's why I'm hoping that the Swift is the guy because he's shown it. I don't know if you've watched some of his clips, but he's been jumping over people, hurdling people. He will run around them. I've seen him lower and go over people into the end zone. So Swift has got the ability, and I think starting next year, he might be one of those look out for running backs. I think he's got the talent, at least eyeball test.
Yeah. Yeah,
Swift.
Definitely.
So, all right, man. Ready to shut her down?
I guess so.
But thank you all for showing up, especially those early, just to say thank you and happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate that. Shows the love. I mean, half the people that were there aren't really football fans, but just showed up just to say hi to us, and that warms my cockles in my heart.
Yeah. Now, exactly where are the cockles in your heart?
It's the left ventricle. If you go right down to it, over by the. I don't know, Dale. I'm lying. I don't know even what a cockle is. I know what a conch shell is. I used to have one of those necklaces, with a
the cocktail necklace of your heart.
Yeah, there you go. it pointed to the heart. If you've got a big one, you can hear the ocean.
So you're gonna watch your Lions play?
Less than an hour away, baby. I am going to be at the edge of my seat, and I'm going to be screaming and giving myself a heart attack. It's going to be fun, and that's what I do every week. And I don't have to try to keep a second screen on when watching the red zone. It's one game. I can focus 100% on it. I love it. So,
watching the red zone can be a little frenetic.
Well, especially when I have red zone over here and then the Lions over here. So I got the Lions on the main screen, but then I've got red zone chaos over here. So it's fun. I want to be able to say, hey, Dale, I'm prepped for my show. I watched every single game. I put a lot into this, man. I really do. Which I would do anyway, even if I wasn't doing the show, so don't let me lie to you.
Yeah. Well, this was definitely fun.
Yep.
Glad you were willing to do this with me, and
I'm sure Mandy's still on, so just in case, we'll leave like this.
Wow.
Hey, girl. Sorry. My name's Jimmy Stewart.
Okay. So
I'm going to take this down and edit the ending off. Thanks, Steve, for ruining my stream.
I was just thinking all the people that are getting ready to eat.
Oh, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. Shut that off. All right, buddy.
My.
Take care. Have fun. Have a great turkey day. And I'll talk to you for Saturday night at 9 o'clock.
All right. Glad
Peace
everyone came in, and we will see you Saturday night for the regular live stream.
Peace out.